This is the book of Psalms, chapter 53, beginning at verse 1, and it reads, "To the chief musician upon Mahalath, Maschil, a psalm of David. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, look down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai." I'm going to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash Barakatham. I want to say double honors to my apostles, the elders of the great millstone, teach and do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akwaf, as well as the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord, willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations with whom subscribe to this truth. To you I say shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Sop out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And basically, just looking for a lesson, an article, or something to inspire me to do a lesson. And through the Spirit, I came across a video. I can't remember the brother's channel. I know it's GMS Endure, but nonetheless, I'm gonna use a video that he posts. He posts a lot of videos about, different things, in regards to what's going on in the world. I haven't come across any that, he's quoting scriptures, but everything he posts make you think of scriptures. So, I know I would hope that no brother really get offended by if a brother utilize, a video or whatnot. But I play the copyright anyway, so I'm gonna play this copyright and I'm gonna play this video because, the brother is showing you the time that we're in about the C-hip and, Esau Edom's mindset, and that's why I started with this Psalms 53. The fools say within their heart, there is no God. Because at the end of the day, Esau Edom really doesn't believe in the Most High God. You know what I mean? So bear with me for a second.
As many of you guys know, time is money. So I'm just going to set up my LLC. I want to introduce you guys to Taylor Brick. I am with somebody right now that has a literal chip in their hand. I know y'all think I'm capping. Wait, is this a real chip? Where is the chip at?
So this is an RFID chip that I got implanted in my hand like 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness! Do you not understand? This is like Antichrist stuff.
Oh yes.
Okay. What can you do with it?
You can open doors. You can unlock your cell phone. You can put your credit card information on here and like swipe it over stuff, and you can scare people with price.
I'm scared for her, not of her. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I am with somebody right now.
Okay, so you saw it yourself. I could have played it again for those that didn't catch it the first time, but I'm trying to drive and do too much, and I'm not gonna tempt the Lord like that. Although I believe angels encamp around the man that's doing the will and the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. At the end of the day, Scripture says, "Tempt not the Lord." So anyhow, I don't often do videos while I'm driving. So, anyhow, saying all that to say this, the reaction that she got, you know, that's what really caught my attention, because that's really Esau's mindset. You know, this Jake, you know, he said, what he said, you know, he said, Antichrist or something like that. He said, this is matter of fact, let's play it again.
Y'all, I kid y'all not. I am with somebody right now that has a literal chip in their hand. I know y'all think I'm capping. Watch it. Wait, is this a real chip? Where is the chip at?
So this is an RFID chip that I got implanted in my hand like 5 years ago.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that.
Do you not understand? This is like Antichrist stuff.
Right. And she laughed it off. He said Antichrist. So, you know, obviously he's not too familiar with whatnot, but he know that much. And that's Jake's spirit. You know, Jake, through the spirit, understands certain things. You know, that's why, like, literally, not to digress, but I remember I was at the laundromat one time, and I'm washing clothes and whatnot, and it's two Jakes in there. And, you know, they LBGTGZB, you know, they them type of people, right? And I don't recall exactly saying anything, or maybe I did, but I think I know, you know, put it like this. I was so offended, you know, I think I maybe kept on shaking my head. I don't remember saying anything, but based on just, you know, because it was some older Jakes in there. It was only a few people in there, but it was these two Jake in there. And basically, the one Jake got offended, and he was like, let us hurry up and get the fuck up out of here, because you got motherfuckers hating already. And they left up out of there, you know what I mean? And, you know, one point of all this is that Jake, within their spirit, know when they're doing wrong. They might still be doing it, but they know when they're doing wrong. You know what I mean? There's certain things that Jake just know not to do. You know, Jake, for the most part, doesn't eat his meat rare. You know, he know to have it cooked. It's certain things just within the spirit. So, you know, Esau Edom doesn't truly believe, and that's why she joked about it, you know what I mean? So, you know, she doesn't really believe in the Most High, and that's the mindset of most of these Edomites. So then why do they portray and hide behind the scriptures? Well, the thing is, they don't. They really believe in science. You know, they pseudoscience. They modern day sorcery. You know, because when you go into science, it's basically just knowledge to know, you know. But, you know, scriptures talk about science falsely so-called. You know, but it made me think about a few different scriptures. So, you know, bear with me for a second, because I'm at the park and just, you know, try and unload with these scriptures. So, that ain't what I wanted. It says Psalms 50. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, and the point is verse 16. I'm going to start at verse, the point is verse 16, but I'm starting at verse 15, and it reads, and call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So who is that talking about? It's talking about the hopeful elect. It's talking about the Most High's elect. You know, it talks about in the scriptures in the book of Psalms about how the Lord, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You know, and talks about how the Most High is going to deliver, you know, there's multiple scriptures talk how the Most High is going to deliver his elect throughout, you know, different troubles, you know, different situations. Psalms 91 is one of those, you know, chapters that goes into that. Verse 16, but unto the wicked, and who are the wicked? It tells you in the book of Malachi chapter 1 that the Esau Edom is the border of wickedness. So it's a nation of wicked. You know, you got Jake that's wicked. You got other nations that's wicked, you know, because they do wicked acts. But you have a nation of people that's considered the wicked. You know, you have the sons of God, who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indian, and Haitians, because you go back to the tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel, you know, Yasharallah, he prince power. Then you have the sons of men, which are the other nations. Then you have the sons of the wicked, which is Esau Edom. It says, but unto the wicked Yahweh, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee. Because at the end of the day, this man has literally proclaimed to be the people of the book, right? You know, and it's so spiritual because right now you got the whole situation with the controversy of Zion. You got basically now, because the Most High utilized and used certain individuals like Kanye and Kyrie, 2Ks by the way, and literally had them put that out there. Now you got that documentary from Hebrews to Negroes, and the book and documentary are like number one. You know, so that's out there, and like I was listening to Elder Malcolm speak on it. He said basically they can't, you know, they kind of fucked up because now they can't really like they because of the fact that they wasn't expecting that. And now it's like they got to try to defend it, but they can't really defend it. So now, you know, you got all these people looking like, hold up, you know, it's already been made known. There's videos that brothers have utilized where you got certain, like the president of Egypt, I forgot the individual's name, but he said, you know, we will never basically respect or be at peace with these people because we watched them go away, basically looking like Jake or looking like Negroes and coming back looking like these people. He said, who are these people? You know, so at the end of the day, you know, I can see something deadly about to happen, and it's all spiritual because, you know, Esau Edom was talking about that dark winter. You know, you got these diesel shortages coming up. It's about to be winter time, and then all this being exposed. So call Lord Yahweh Shemi Shah. May the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shah stay with his men, because we're gonna need him with the times to come. So these devils took on the law, statutes, commandments, saying that they're their people, but then it says, seest thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee, but they don't actually, you know, adhere to the scriptures. You know, when you go into Tel Aviv and you know, over there in the land of where those small hats reside, you know, the land of our ancient homeland, the land of Israel, they've basically, you know, you got kosher pork, you got one of the biggest gay pride parades, you know, all these things are contrary to the scriptures, but yet still they call themselves believers. And that's why you got Esau, Edom, and the heathens that's going to be quick to jump on this shit. You know, you already got Moab that's actually dealing with their social credit system. And, you know, you go, they got the 5G running and all that. And, you know, all they're waiting is if they're not already chipping them, you know, Salakia, but, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, if they not already stamping them, marking them, you know what I mean? Karagma them, you know, hipping them. You know, verse 18, when thou sawest a thief, then thou considerest with him and has been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue frame of deceit. And these people have lied about, you know, so many different things. You know, you go into the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, it talks about how the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. One of the biggest things he's lied about is basically saying that the so-called white man is the image of a so-called white man is the image of the Most High God and the Son. You know, saying that they are people, you know what I mean? Saying that everybody had to, you know, the Elder Malcolm was literally doing a video basically with these servicemen that's talking about how they were forced to take this stuff. And you know, it's a whole bunch of calamity about to take place. So Edom about to get desperate. You know, you can feel it in the spirit. And all he gonna know how to do, because his deceit is not working right. So now he's gonna have to come down with great wrath. You know, come down with the sword because he was blessed with it. I read that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 92 and verse 6. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. You know, so that's why she's so easily disregarded and made a joke about it and then went into all the attributes about it. So you going to, you know, but mind you, you know, the body can't accept something foreign in its body. The Esau science tells you this shit. Yet still you got this stupid ass Edomite bitch talking about some, you could do this and do that. These things that you could literally do yourself with your fucking own. The Lord gave you, you know, the ability to be able to walk and talk and turn a key and all this shit. But because you want to be so fucking lazy, you know what I mean, and so just dim with it, you will put something foreign into your body. Your body's going to naturally reject foreign objects. That's probably why what's that? Revelation chapter 16 talk about those cancerous sores, you know, because, you know, the body's going to try to fight that. But anyhow, you know, you so lazy, like I said, you got people that literally, like I understand paraplegic, a lot of those individuals are going to, like, they're yearning for this. That's how Elon Musk is literally gonna get a lot of people to bite on it. And to show you how simple people are, he literally came with the whole line of, basically AI take over. So in order to basically prevent that, you need to merge with machines. Fucking idiots. So the brutish man, and who is the brutish man? Esau Edom. This man is as a beast. When you go into the history, how did they find them brand? When you go into what's that, Job chapter 30? They made, matter of fact, let me get that. This is Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. When Esau Edom was in his caveman state, literally, Job said he wouldn't even let these people sit by his dogs because they might try to fuck the dog. It's a movie called The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren in it and Louis Gossett Jr. And basically, the Punisher, Frank Castle, was basically battling against Ammon, who people ignorantly call the Japanese. And long story short, it was a female Yakuza, I believe. And she said basically when, Esau was basically fucking cows and sheep, in the wilderness, her people was the crime lords of Asia. So other nations remember how low this devil was. And that shows you the great power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because literally he took a base low man and literally put him in a position of power. It tells you that in the scriptures. Esau Edom is the basis of men. Yea, unto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. Verse 3, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste. They lived in the wilderness. They lived in the caves, when you go into the scriptures, into the history. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots from their meat, And the point is, verse 7, among the bushes they brayed. So they spoke guttural, like a donkey brays. Ooh, ooh, like making them animalistic sounds, because he's a beast man. Even the movie Planet of the Apes, the original, it tells you the beware the beast man. Esau Edom probably gonna get offended, but I don't give a fuck. So those that's in the proper spirit will realize. Oh, I got some more. It's the book of Psalms chapter 10 and verse 1. Why standest thou far off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? Verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. And who are the poor? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, or Haitians. And when this devil come down with great wrath, he's going to come down with great wrath onto you. The poor isn't the poor of his nation, because they're not put in a position like you are. But to show you how wicked Esau Edom is, it talks about in the scriptures about who can do right to who's not good to himself. How can he do good if he's not good to himself? Roughly paraphrased, I think it's in the Apocrypha. Salakia for butchering it. But this devil doesn't even look out for his own. You know what I mean? So, Jake, you ain't got shit coming. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And basically, that's what's going to take place, because, the devices, meaning his plans and plots. And one of his devices, matter of fact, let's look and see if that say that. Thought, right. His plans, his inventions, his mischievous devices, mischievous plans. And this NWO, this plant of Karagma and the whole planet, this is a wicked device. This is a wicked plan, so he could play like God, you know what I mean? But he's going to be caught in his own devices. The scriptures tell you that, it says, let devices that they have imagined, because at the end of the day, it's really Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's plan in NWO. Verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua abhorreth. The Lord hates a prideful, covetous person, a greedy person. The wicked, through the pride of his continence, will not seek after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. because these devils, when you go into Ezekiel chapter 28, it talks about he's feeling like he's the Most High. And, when it's so spiritual how all this come about, because you're literally seeing, that's why you got that guy like Noel Yohari, Noel Yuval Yohari, basically saying, we have surpassed the Most High God of the Bible. He's saying these blasphemous statements because in their mind, they think they're the Most High. They're trying to be the Most High. So like I said, again, it's not surprising that Edomite bro sitting up there, smiling about it, laughing at that. You know what I mean? God, oh, God. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get that. And this is the mindset of the Edomite. This is Psalms 52, verse 1, to the chief musician, Maschil, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Amalek. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. They can say that lady laughed it off. You know what I mean? So like you say, at the end of the day, the Lord gonna also expose how they don't really believe in the Most High God. You know what I mean? That's why, like I said, it's so naturally for them to, just partake. Because like I said again, certain things are just spiritual. You know what I mean? Like flat out, like I said, it's certain things. As a child, I knew like, that looked crazy to see meat still bleeding and you eating it. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Don't get me wrong. You got Jake that's kind of goofy too. They talk about cleaning their chicken and they are cleaning their dishwashing liquid and bleach and shit like that. You like, what? That's how goofy. I watch my grandma cook it like this and clean like this. You clean chicken with like lemon and lime juice. You pluck the feathers and you know what I mean and whatnot. But you clean chicken properly, you clean it in lime juice. You know what I mean? Show you how it just destroyed our people with it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, look at Esau, Edom. Look at the other nations. I was watching, the other nations is still eating abominable foods with no hesitation. Slovakia. So again, like I said, if you're in the proper spirit, you'll like that Jake sit up there and told that Edomite woman, he said, this is Antichrist type stuff. She laughed it off. But through the spirit, even though, like I said again, he doesn't understand what Antichrist, anybody against the Most High is Antichrist. He was right though, because for her to just go ahead and put that in her, it says the scriptures tell, but he probably believed, I can't say that. I don't want to, but at the same time, scriptures say as many Antichrists. You got a lot of these pork chop eating Christians thinking that you can eat pork. But you know what I mean? I done came across books where you talking about you got these Christian organizations, these Catholic organizations, these Mormon organizations that's all got their own transhumanist association. So they for this whole system of, add technology to your body. They're not really waiting for Yahweh to come back. You know what I mean? They really, that just really make you wonder too, like how lost can you possibly be? You believing in a power that transcends the flesh, but you trying to augment your own flesh. Like the fuck? So, for those that are in the spirit, you know what I mean? They'll understand like that Jake did. He said, that's Antichrist stuff. I ain't gonna say he's the servant of the Lord, but he was in the proper spirit. This is the book of Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Because it tells you in the scriptures that basically Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will call his elect friends. You know what I mean? And wouldn't a friend reveal his secrets to that friend? You're not gonna tell everybody your secret. Some men don't even tell their woman their secret. You know what I mean? Which is smart, you know what I mean? A woman shouldn't know all your business because a woman will utilize it and use it against you. Most women anyway, I can't say all women, but most, for the most part, you know, because when a woman feel hurt, she lashes out. Most women, I ain't gonna say all of them, you know. So yeah, you know, that's why, you know, it's certain men on the planet, you know, and women, I'll admit that, because it's women that were utilized, you know, as a shame to the nation, but utilized in a spiritual aspect, you know what I mean? You know, when you go into Deborah, when you go into different individuals, you know, it's a lot of women named in the scriptures that were utilized for, but you know, for whatever purpose the Most High set them up for. You know, Judith, you know, Esther, but at the same time, it tells you in multiple scriptures that the Most High, the tabernacle of the Most High, dwelleth with men. You know, that's Revelation chapter 20, 21, I believe. So surely the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Most High, will do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And his servants are constantly preaching, do not take this mark. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, do not take this mark. Now, we already know 2/3 are set up and they're going, you know, you got Chip Girl, you know what I mean, this goofy bitch, you know what I mean? But, you know, the Lord has created, you know, 2/3 to be destroyed. I'm going to end with this. It's the book of 2 Corinthians. Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Least Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And his devices go into perception, purpose, intellect, device, mind, thought. So his plan. So that's why, you know, Esau, Edom can't figure out, like, how are they knowing? Because, you know, or why are they, you know, they didn't see this coming as far as the Kanye West thing and the Kyrie, and we didn't see it. But at the same time, you know, especially when you got all that money and power and you control the narrative and the media and whatnot. But what they don't understand is they're just a puppet in this too. And the scriptures tell you the deceived and the deceiver are both his. You know, and these devils got a judgment. You know, but like I said, you just don't even get it. You know, the Lord about to show his power by exalting y'all and then bringing y'all very low. So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the law, statutes, commandments. I implore you to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of your power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Call Loyum, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Hashem, double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who teach and do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim, also four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Aquab, as well as the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time I'm able to come with another lesson. Till next time I'm able to come with another lesson. Shalom, shalom. Mawak lababah, shalom.